皆さんこんにちは、ボブです。今まで僕は2年間日本語を勉強してきたんですけど、今日はね、僕の日本語の勉強のアドバイスを話したいと思います。Please note that these tips are based on my personal experience studying the language and may not apply to everybody's learning style. アドバイスを紹介する前に、スポンサーからのメッセージをご覧になってください。I'm always tired, and I just don't know what to do anymore.
Well, it looks like you need some Japanese energy milk. Japanese energy milk works fast to increase your awareness by blocking your body's natural release of chemicals responsible for sleep. It's just that simple. Japanese energy milk. Don't be tired, be refreshed.
Tasty.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供で送っていません。
スポンサーありがとうございます。カルピス飲みたいな。とりあえず僕の言葉チョイスはちょっと悪いんで申し訳ないです。日本語勉強中から。 Alright, are you ready? 皆さん、アニメを見ることはいい勉強する方法と思いますか? Safe to say that watching anime is a good introduction to the Japanese language. But if you do end up going to Japan, you don't want to be talking like this. That's why I personally think consuming as much Japanese media as possible is a very good way to study. Now I'm talking watching movies, reading books, and listening to as much Japanese music as possible. Now if you create that environment where you're hearing Japanese all the time, it'll sort of reinforce some, grammar points or some vocabulary that you may hear. It's a good way also to use it as a way to gauge where you're at in your language learning process. はい、これが私のおすすめです。テラスハウスはすごくいい番組だと思う。はい、テラスハウスのスタッフの皆さん、僕にテラスハウスに入らせてください。Being able to speak the language is a really good way to improve. So making a friend with someone who's able to speak Japanese is a good strategy to improving yourself. If you're unable to make Japanese friends, I suggest looking for volunteer opportunities near you. Maybe there's a language exchange center close by you where you can help someone practice their English and they can in return help you practice your Japanese. Or you'll just have to use the power of the internet. There are plenty of applications out there available for you. 日本語のベーシックを強めることです。Now what do I mean by strengthening the basics of Japanese? I mean literally that. Strengthen the basic fundamental principles of the Japanese language. That's to say, hiragana, katakana, and maybe some really easy kanji. If hiragana and katakana are the things that are a bit hard for you right now, I suggest strengthening those things. If speaking is hard for you, then I suggest speaking more. Guys, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Listen, you've decided to learn a new language, and that in itself deserves applause. Now, sometimes we're too afraid to make mistakes because we don't want to be wrong. There's no such thing as a bad question when learning Japanese. So, feel free to ask your friend or your teacher about a thing that you're stuck on. Like this! はい、質問があります。
はい。
これは、ってどういう意味ですか？
ボブ？
はい。
それはダメだよ。
はい、申し訳ないです。申し訳ないです。人を真似ることです。僕はこれをやってきたんだ。Finding someone whose Japanese you think is good and mimicking it is a good way of improving your pronunciation. Here's a study that shows why. You can read it if you want. It's also a good way to find out the natural quirks of the language to make yourself sound just that more natural.
Greetings to the many of you currently learning Japanese. I see that you have made quite the progress in the language and I am pleased. In the event that you decide to have an expedition to Japan, I ask that you try your best at speaking Japanese whenever you can. It can be easy to default back to a more comfortable language, but this is a great opportunity to improve yourself. Kind regards, Robert.
I hope you enjoyed this little discussion we had. Thank you for watching.